me get this going. Present. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad you're here today. My name is Ashley Kumar. I've been using doTERRA products for about 13 years now, and I've been a wellness advocate for the past almost about a year now. Um, and I'm excited to share more with you today about skincare and hair care. We're specifically going to be talking about how you can use doTERRA oils and products to benefit your skin and your hair. So let's dive in. Can everyone see the screen, the slides that are on the screen? Yeah? Okay, great. All right. So let's talk about some things that we love about our skin. You can just call it out or you can type it in the chat. What are some things that you really like about your skin right now? Wow, we don't like a lot about our skin yet. Okay, we're gonna learn. So, for me, I like that my skin has elasticity and that it heals pretty quickly. So that's always a really good thing. Anybody else? No? All right, what are some things we want to improve on our skin? You can just type it or say it, things that you would like to work on for your skin health. Less spots, okay? Breakouts, okay. Yeah. Acne, gotcha. Yeah, that can be really annoying when that happens and you're dealing with that, especially if it's like stress or hormonal dryness. Yeah, that's a big one for me is dryness, lines. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, I personally have dealt with dry skin. I used to have really like normal skin and then I developed severe eczema and had to deal with like crazy dry skin. And so we're going to talk about some ways that we can help combat these issues that we're dealing with our skin. If at any point while I'm talking you have a question, feel free to like type it in the chat or when there's a natural break, just like call it out and we can we can talk about it. So skin is our largest organ. And sometimes I think we forget about that because it's just there all the time. But unfortunately, many of the products that we use, like lotions with fragrances, can be toxic or even harmful to our skin body. Today, we're going to explore clean and effective natural products that benefit both our skin and our body. Let me get out of this here. So let's talk about redness. Redness often comes on the face, especially when there's an underlying cause in the gut with some inflammation in the body. And we want to ensure that that redness isn't due to bacteria or inflammation on the skin itself. So there's two components. There's the skin and then there's the gut. So one of the ways that we can address the redness is by using yarrow pom, which is really great for bringing down inflammation, correct X, frankincense, and helichrysum. I personally did not understand what correct X was when I first saw it. I thought it was some sort of like under eye darkening remover cream. And then I realized it was actually like almost like an antibiotic ointment made with essential oils. And I started using it. I cut my finger really bad and it really helped with the redness on my finger. And it's also really good for the redness on our face. So frankincense is amazing, powerful anti-inflammatory. I use it externally every day on my moisturizer and I use it internally, like I take it. So I started putting it in my face moisturizer, which is just olive oil and frankincense and copaiba, which copaiba is another good one. But and then I just use it every day on my face. It's a couple of drops in the bottle and it makes such an impact for me. Kelsey said they've been using it the whole lineup to help with coal scars. Are you noticing a lot of improvement? Yeah, that's good. All right. So let's go on to talk about scars. So scars usually fade over time, um, but they can come from a number of things: stretch marks, surgery, and injury, like Kelsey's talking about with Cole. And we all want to heal and regenerate our skin. Oils like geranium, yarrow palm help with this by softening and regenerating the scar tissue. Frankincense and neroli, which isn't, I don't think it's yet available in India, but will be, are also really fantastic for that. Yarrow palm is going to be like a big one throughout. You're going to see it a lot. But the frankincense, is so useful. Geranium too. I think, I don't know, that you're going to see a lot of these kind of repeat because they're so multi-purpose. So, but yeah, so this is going to help speed up the healing process. I think your daughter Opal had a scar and you used yarrow palm on it, right? And it really cleared up.
Yeah, we used yarrow palm, frankincense. I might have also added copaiba, and all of her scabies scars went away, which was amazing.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so another common skin issue, which we talked about, was breakouts. Most of us deal with breakouts, and we're going to talk more later about how the gut can help. But for now, if you want to clear a breakout, tea tree oil, also called melaleuca oil in some markets, is incredible. Many people have seen amazing results using tea tree oil for acne. Rose touch is also really great for acne to help prevent scarring. And you're going to, in our facial care line, including the cleanser and the scrub and toner, can help prevent and clear breakouts. I've seen a lot of people use tea tree oil to help clear up the acne, just bringing it out. And honestly, it's such a great product. And this month, as Kelsey said in the chat, it is our product of the month for loyalty members, which we'll get to later. But so you have the opportunity to potentially get a free tea tree oil this month, which would be amazing. All right. So let's continue. Does anyone have any questions before we keep going? I'm hitting all these kind of quick, I think. So, no. Okay. Brown spots. Nobody likes these. We call them sunspots. We call them age spots. We call them whatever we want to call them. We don't like them, right? These can also come from hormonal pigmentation or just by, as we age, our skin changes. And so sometimes it doesn't change in a way that we want it to. And so for these, frankincense is a great one, and lavender. You can also use black spruce and sandalwood, but I think that frankincense and lavender are such a great combo for this. And I actually preventatively do that because for me, like I said, I use olive oil and frankincense as my moisturizer sometimes I put copaiba in it. And then I wash my face using a homemade face wash with lavender. And so I'm combining those two on my skin every day to help prevent brown spots and other skin issues that I tend to have. So that's a big one for me, as being able to combine those two. Aging. All right. So we live in a world that we want to avoid aging as long as possible, but it's going to happen. Every day we're a little older. We're a little older. But we see fine lines, we see wrinkles, loose skin. We don't want to age fast. We want to age gracefully, looking youthful as long as we can. Immortelle is one of the most effective products for reducing fine lines and wrinkles. It comes in a roller ball, as we can see right here. And it is perfect for when you use after you clean your face. And not just on your face, you can use it a lot of places, but like on your neck would be a good option. but really it's a great one for nourishing your skin and keeping it looking healthy as long as possible. This month, it's actually on sale, 20% off, which is amazing. So that's a great opportunity to think ahead about how we want to care for our skin. Frankincense and myrrh together make for a wonderful combination to affect our skin's health. And this doesn't have to just be our face. It can be, and if you're struggling, I know sometimes we see aging in the hands before we see it in other places or on like the chest area up here. So these can be used throughout the body. It's not just for use on your face. We often talk about our face, but if you're noticing an issue in another part of your body, all of these oils are perfectly well usable for those areas too. So you can definitely use them wherever you find that you're needing a little extra. Yarrow Palm is also going to be another great option for this because it helps to stimulate collagen production in the body and brightens the face. So it makes a difference in your skin's physical appearance. So if you're dealing with some dullness or don't feel like your skin is as bright as it used to be, yarrow palm would be a great way to bring out that brightness. I know my husband's always like wanting his face to be bright. And so it took me forever to get him to stop using the Fair and Lovely or the Fair and now they call it the gentleman's one. They have a man's one, but every time he would use it, he just wanted that brightness. And I was like, you've got to stop with the Fair and Lovely. So, but now he's using more essential oils and he's getting that same effect. And occasionally he slips that Fair and Lovely in there, but I try to hide it when I can. Does anyone else have that? Like a Fair and Lovely in your house? It's my husband's from Bangalore. We live in Bangalore. And he just loves that stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I I don't know. I'm getting on a tangent here. Anyways, let's continue on. Well, it's Fair and Hand. Thank you, Tia. I could not remember. He used Fair and Lovely, like they didn't make a men's one for so long. And now they're making it, it's not Fair and Lovely, it's like Healthy Glow or something. I hated the Fair and Lovely part because it was like implying that somehow you needed to be, I don't know, lighter looking to be bright. I don't know. But I'm glad they changed the name. But yeah, the Fair and Handsome, that's true. So, well, I'm glad that Yarrow Palm can do the same thing. Okay, let me continue on. All right. So the reality is whatever's going on in your skin is only a small fraction of what's going on the inside. I learned this the hard way when I developed eczema as an adult about 8 years ago. And I have had severe eczema since then, and I've had to work to deal with it. And what's going on the outside is a reflection of what's going on the inside. So if you're having redness, there's inflammation. If you're having spots, as I've learned just living in India, those tiny little pimples, those are heat pimples, right? There's too much heat in your body. Something is naturally correlating to the outside of what's going on the inside. So we want to make sure that in all that we're doing, we're also addressing the inside of our bodies because our skin is just a mirror reflecting what's going on there. So there could be a vitamin or mineral deficiency, omega-3s, things that you need in your diet that maybe you're not getting that you want to see, we want to really add into our body to help it heal from the inside out. And so there's a couple of ways we can do that, which we'll get to in just a minute. But one of the products that is this one in India yet? These
By the end of the year.
by the end of the year. Okay. I was meaning to look that up, but so these are like amazing nutrients that you need in your body to really get your body fully functioning at a healthy level. So these are some of the things. I won't read them all just for the sake of time, and you can read them right here. And also, I don't know how to pronounce some of these, so We can just look at them. But it's important that we're nourishing ourselves from the inside out. So some additional internal support, yarrow palm, you can take internally. It's got grape seed oil and vitamin C, which are great for collagen production. And the yarrow palm itself will enhance your glowing skin. It can also aid in various body functions, like promoting heart health, maintaining or managing, not maintaining. We don't want to maintain high blood pressure. We want to manage our high blood pressure, cholesterol, insulin resistance, diabetes, and so much more. And it's going to really help create that internal glow. Terrazyme is not yet in India, but it is coming hopefully soon. And it helps with removing like things in our body that it needs to get rid of. It helps to clean out your gut and calms your skin. So if you're having redness, that might be a good one for you. Also, if you're experiencing some food allergies, Terrazyme may be able to help just push some of the extra stuff that's lingering in your body out. So before we move on from internal skincare support, one thing that I personally have been doing that is supporting my skin is in the morning, when I get up, I drink tender coconut water with some sea salt. And then also I take frankincense and copaiba, and I either put it in a veg capsule and I swallow it, or I put some under my tongue if you don't mind the taste. Sometimes I mind the taste, other days I don't. Depends on my mood. And I take that first thing in the morning. And I have noticed my skin is less inflamed. My body is functioning better. Combining, I think, the cooling, aspect of the tender coconut water with the minerals and the sea salt and the frankincense and copaiba first thing really sets my body up to function at its best in the mornings. So you have to do it in the morning. That's just what me and my husband do. So, but I think that it has been really helpful for us to do that. He's been doing it as well. And we've seen some positive changes in our body. It's helped with definitely with like heat breakouts, but just in general. So does anyone else like doing anything that they'd like to share that so far is working for them or helping them with their skin or inflammation in their body? No? Okay. All right, so let's continue on. There is a skincare line called Virage, and this one is really set up for managing your like skin as it ages. We've got, oh, our secret word. So there's different products here. I think that India keeps bringing in more and more products. So you're going to see more and more options for your skin as time goes to really help you manage your skin without needing to necessarily do what I'm doing. And I'm crafting my own products, right? I mean, I don't think it's that hard to put some olive oil in a bottle with some frankincense, but I mean, if you don't like doing that, if you want to just open a bottle and you like the feel of a product in your hand, then you're going to find that we have more and more products that are coming that are going to support your needs. And there's going to be a lot of them. So as time goes, you're going to find more. All right. Our secret word is rosemary. So make sure that you write it down and you will have it for your punch card. So if you have not been able to join the other classes, I believe you can still maybe get the recordings, watch them. And if you watch all of them and fill out your punch card with all of your words, you will get a free diffuser from your enroller, which is really nice. If you're not using a diffuser yet, you will, and you'll be really happy that you have one because when you don't, you'll be really sad that you're not around your diffuser. I like having my diffuser on a lot. So diffusers are amazing. So our word is rosemary. Okay, There's another skincare line called HD Clear Facial Kit. So this one would be good for those of you who are saying that you're having some issues with acne or spots, like pimples. If you're talking about brown spots, then really this one's going to be talking about keeping your skin clear of pimples and acne related issues. So we've got the face wash, the toner, and I believe there's a moisturizer. I haven't used this line personally. Um, like I said, I make my own face wash. So yeah. All right, there's another one called the Complete Essential Skincare, which is basically it's got a scrub, it's got stuff to support around your eyes, all the things that you could possibly need. You can see pore refining, a scrub, which helps to really remove dullness, moisturizer, tightening serum, hydrating cream, all the products. So if you're looking for a fully comprehensive skincare line, this one is just like a good one for all skin. Okay, so a wellness box suggestion would be, this is a little premature in the sense that these aren't here yet, but finding some products, getting 100 PV really allows you to get your free oil of the month, which this month is tea tree oil. So you could mix and match to find some skincare options that would work for you and then get your free product of the month once you hit that 150 PV. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. Okay, so we did not get to the hair. I didn't see the hair. Did I miss the hair? I'm going to talk about hair because I feel like it's missing. Let me pause this and see.
Oh, I'm sorry. Somehow that must have gotten left out, but I can maybe, does it help if you talk and then I send you like a graphic to share or something?
Well, yeah, you can. I will, I can just talk about
I don't know
hair
what
and if
happened. I wonder
you
where
want,
the slides went. Weird.
yeah, I don't know. They're
Sorry
just
about that.
not there. So, all right, I'll just talk about hair. And if you want to share something else, you can just like superimpose onto what I'm sharing and it'll share what you're doing instead. So let's talk about some common hair issues that products have that can help. I personally have struggled with oily hair, but I found that actually oiling my hair has helped. So I went on this quest to discover how to make my hair better and healthier. And I actually found that there was a lot of wisdom in the way that Indians typically care for their hair. And so I found myself investigating what do they what do you guys do? Like, why do you have such amazing hair? So I found that one of the things that was common is to oil your hair regularly. And so, the coconut oil, some people steep theirs in I know in Tamil Nadu, one time I picked up a bottle that had a bunch of different herbs in it, and I filled that with coconut oil and then I added my own oil, like herbs to it. But one thing that you could do is taking your coconut oil and adding tea tree oil or cedarwood oil to that would really help with removing the oiliness. By oiling my hair, I actually was able to combat the oiliness. So, which was interesting. You could also add tea tree oil or cedar wood to shampoo and see a difference. People also love to use lavender to support a healthy scalp and hair growth, which also smells amazing. So that's like an added bonus. For a lot of people, thinning hair is a common concern, and rosemary oil is fantastic for stimulating the scalp and promoting hair growth. Um, I read that it even can protect follicles from shrinking due to hormone imbalances, which is amazing, really. So sometimes I have combined rosemary oil with my coconut oil weekly oiling treatment. Do you guys on here oil your hair regularly? Anybody? No. It's really not common for like white people to oil their hair. I didn't know anyone who did in my life. Like I'm the only person in my family. I got my family oiling their hair and my friends oiling their hair. They're all noticing so much hair growth. My hair, actually, I just cut 15 inches off. It was like down to my bottom. And I just cut it all off, but it was thick all the way down. And so it's, it works like easily works. I mean, if you add that rosemary, you're going to see especially like a lot of new growth. It feels weird the first time, but you oil your kid's hair, but you don't do your own. Naomi, you got to take care of yourself. So, it's so interesting. My sister-in-law doesn't oil her own hair, and I finally got her oiling my niece's hair. You should do the scalp treatment. Yes. So I got her oiling my niece's hair. My niece's hair is down to her knees and it's so thick and it tangles so much. And I was like, why? You know these things, you got the Indian history of remedies right here. It's so good for your hair. Well, it's literally you take the coconut oil and if you have rosemary, you can add it. You can add peppermint oil. Peppermint oil also stimulates the hair growth, and it really stimulates your scalp. It'll feel nice and cooling too. So yeah. Oh, thank you. So here's some hair care essentials. Thank you, Kelsey, for adding this. So we've got cedar wood, which promotes strong roots. Lemongrass gives circulation, helps with dandruff. I will tell you, I naturally have dandruff, but when I oil my hair at least once a week or every other week, if I'm feeling really lazy, my dandruff is gone. Gone. Whether or not there are essential oils in it, just taking care of my scalp, moisturizing it, takes care of my oils. Now, adding lemongrass is an added bonus because it helps even better. Like it's going to make an even better impact. But I'm telling you, it works. All right. Tea tree oil is going to promote healthy growth, unclog those pores. And if you have a lice problem, which I hope you never do, but let's be real, it's going to happen at some point to somebody. It will help in combating lice. It's good if you have like a lot of product in your hair. It's going to help clear up those pores and keep your hair, like your scalp, clear. And if your pores are clogged, your hair cannot grow through. Have you ever had an ingrown hair because your skin was like too thick? I had one the other day. It was terrible and it was really not a fun experience. Not on my head, thank you, but it was like on my neck. And I was like, this is the worst. So yeah. Anyways, too much information. Rosemary is really great for hair growth and stimulates new hair and is also good for head lice. Peppermint really gets those follicles awake and gets things moving. It's also going to inhibit scaling of the scalp. So if you have eczema or psoriasis, it's going to be really good for that as well. And then lavender promotes hair growth and helps maintain healthy hair follicles. For me, I think there are a lot of ways you can do it. You can make a tea where you put some in some water and, with a little bit of olive oil or whatever oil you want, just a little bit, and you can put it into your hair with water. You can mix it with some vinegar as a rinse. You can do it. Kelsey said she adds them all to castor oil and puts it in her hair before washing. I add it to coconut oil because when I started doing my research, I realized that like my mother-in-law and I were talking about why coconut oil, and she's talking to me about some of the nutrients that are in there. So I add it to coconut oil. Sometimes I'll add a little castor oil if I'm feeling really like I want to be sticky. But I have a hard time getting it through my hair. And so I put it in and then I let it sit for 30 minutes to an hour. If I leave it longer than that, my mother-in-law tells me I'm going to catch a cold. So I just leave it off. I don't leave it for more than an hour. And then I wash it twice with shampoo to get it all out. And my hair is soft and strong and I get a lot more growth coming out. So you can also just add it to your shampoo You can put it in some water and just mist your hair. There's a lot of things you can do. Um, I saw one lady, she makes what she calls a mermaid spray. She puts them in a spray and then she just mists her hair throughout the day. And her hair is extremely long and healthy. So these are some great ways to really care for your hair. And I mean, I think we're all, yeah, everybody on here is a woman. So as women, we often find ourselves doing for others and not taking time to care for ourselves. Having a weekly 30-minute like oiling session in your like with just you could like, put on some nice music, just take some time for yourself. And that's going to be a way to really care for your hair too and find that your hair is really growing. So I encourage you to consider that. So let's talk about some reasons why we might have some of these hair issues. Um so root there are root causes to everything, right? There's a reason why. It's not just that your hair randomly decided it didn't like your head and is trying to leave you. Something is going on the inside. So it could be that we need to address thyroid or insulin issues. A lot of times thinning hair comes from insulin resistance. And so there are like our Meta Power blend is really good for helping to control insulin resistance. And we want to make sure that if there's a root issue that you're addressing it as well. So looking at, yeah, stress is a big one. I mean, and to be honest, it's one that can creep up on you. You don't even recognize that you're as stressed out as you are. Has that ever happened to you guys? It's happened to me. I'm like, why am I like this? And then I realized, oh, I am so stressed and I'm more stressed than I thought I was. So that's when I take out my adaptive and I just start like breathing it in, rolling it on my arms. Like it's never not on my person. So that's a totally different thing, but helps with stress. Stress is a big issue and it affects our bodies so much. It brings up our cortisol levels, which makes us feel out of whack, messes with our sleep. I see you guys are passing around is it the adaptive? You can, I know it's like, how do you, if you guys aren't using adaptive, I'm telling you, you're more stressed than you need to be because adaptive has changed my life. I literally keep it in my purse at all times and don't go anywhere without it. I randomly like my sister puts them on her hand for her, she's pregnant and is having crazy carpal tunnel and it helped. My brother-in-law was having problems, helped him. So finding a way to combat stress is such a big part of overall health, and that includes our hair and our skin. Um, let's see. So I'm trying to think about if I missed anything. Let's talk about what is our loyalty rewards program. So our loyalty rewards program is an optional monthly rewards program. You can change it at any time. I change mine every month. Every month I put new stuff in there. I just make that my regular order because I save money by doing that. And so whenever you add products, this is like setting up a monthly subscription, sort of, but not a subscription. You're just saying, I'm going to place an order of any amount, really, every month. And so when you do that, you start to gain these points and deeper discounts. So then it's more and more discounts. And I think I just bought like I got a free oil just from points last month. So you get these discounts and it just keeps racking up just because you're purchasing something. It doesn't have to be a large order. It can be an order of any size. I made that mistake one time. I said, I'm canceling my order. And then I lost all these points and like percentages. And I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was stressed and I didn't have my adaptive with me. But I'm telling you, the LRP is great because you can just buy one oil or you can buy a bunch of oils and you can change your order as much as you want. And if you purchase 125 PV before the 15th of the month, then you're going to get a free product, which this month is our tea tree oil. And I'm going to show you. You put more hair care in here. I didn't even know. Okay, well,
I'm
I'm
sorry
all over
about
the
that.
place. You guys are on a wild ride.
That's my fault. I thought I put it before the loyalty one.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. No worries. I we can go back to hair. I think I pretty much talked about it, but this is a hair care line. So if you're looking for a new hair care product that is not going to put chemicals on your skin, remember your scalp is one of the thinnest parts of your skin, and whatever you put on your skin goes right into your body. And so if you're not already using a clean, healthy shampoo and conditioner, this would be a really great product for you to consider trying out, see how you feel, because it's going to be good for your hair and good for your body. And then we have a leave-in conditioner. So if you've got tangles, this would be good for you. All right. So one last thing I wanted to talk about for our overall wellness of the skin, we've got the Meta Power Advantage that is coming, I think next month. And this is going to really help heal your skin from the inside out as well. Like I was talking about before, you've got it's going to help balance hormones, it's going to bring collagen. It's got a lot of things coming that's going to really support your body holistically. So this would be a great thing to try out in the next month. Be thinking about it. They have like these sachets that you put into water or whatever, and you drink it like drinking your vitamins. So pretty simple. I'm going to continue on with where I thought I was going. I'm sorry about the back and forth, but really, it probably is helping you pay better attention because I keep changing topics so much. So you're welcome. So October, there's always a product of the month. So every month, something is highlighted that you can get for free. Every month it changes. Last month I got one. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I haven't used it yet, but it looks amazing, and I can't wait to test it out. I've been busy, but every month you get really great stuff. I think a few months ago it was adaptive, and I was really excited about that one because I got the big bottle. As I told you, I'm really big on adaptive. But so this month it is tea tree oil. And so if you place an order of 125 point value or PV before the 15th of the month, and today's the first, so you've got like 2 weeks, you would get this one for free, which is super awesome. Immortelle is 20% off, which is really nice. So if you are looking to work on fine lines, or maybe you're looking for a nice gift for Diwali or another holiday like Christmas or something coming up for someone in your life, maybe a family member or a friend, this could be a really great option because it's on sale and it's going to be something that helps really, you know, impact their skin. So, but I wouldn't give it if they haven't talked to you about needing this, because you might be like, here, you're looking wrinkly. Here's some Immortelle. But you can definitely look for ways to, use this or gift this one. And we also have a 50-50 promotion. So basically, the way this works is if you are a doTERRA advocate, like you're teaching people, you're helping them learn, you're signing them up, and you you find someone who also wants to do what you're doing and you sign them up, then you both have the opportunity to earn 50 LRP points with an order of 100 point value. So basically, correct me if I'm wrong, Kelsey, if you sign them up, they make 100 point value purchase, then you're each going to get 50 points, which is close to $50, which is, I don't remember how it looks like. No, it's a lot. So you're going to get a lot of good product. I think that's about 4,000 rupee value, roughly. Anyways, so essentially you're going to get 50 points. They're going to get 50 points that you can use to place on another order, which is amazing. So you're basically giving them 50% off, but just on a future product. So that's pretty cool. And I think that's an amazing offer because I haven't seen them do this like this. So you're basically saying, hey, like you're going to get a bunch of free stuff. And so am I, which is even cool, like really cool. So All right. I think let's talk about what it means to build your pipeline. There are three types of people. There are people who just like to use the product, they live the wellness lifestyle. They like to use it. They don't really want to tell people about it, but they like it. They use it, they enjoy it. Then there is people who love to share and get their products paid for. That means that they're sharing about it with their friend, their neighbor, their sister. And when they are telling their neighbor, their sister, their friend about it, that person buys oils and it helps to pay for their own oils. So if you were telling your cousin about it, then they decide to purchase products, then you're going to get yours paid for. And then there are people who are looking to build and would like to make this their business that they do as like maybe part-time or even full-time one day. So there are three different types of people. Excuse me. All right. So why doTERRA? That's a big one. So let's talk about why doTERRA is truly the most trusted company in the essential oil industry in the natural health arena. There are over 8.5 million customers worldwide using these products. Doctors and hospitals around the world use and trust doTERRA products, and it is the largest essential oil company, and its growth rate is phenomenal. It keeps growing like crazy. So let's talk about how impressive the growth is. doTERRA became a $1 billion company in just a few short years, the same growth rate as Apple. It's an extremely stable company with a very dedicated board of directors and founders who care deeply about sustainability. They're not focused on just making a bunch of profits. They want the world to continue to stay healthy, not just using their oils, but actually like plant life, the ecosystems. They take a lot of care of not only the customers, but the farmers that are growing the plants. I think that's amazing because we don't have enough of that in this world. It's a great company to work for because they genuinely care about people and sustainability, helping farmers thrive globally. And there's no debt out or outside funding in the company. So you don't have to worry about investors stepping in and cutting corners on quality or how they deal with customers or people who work with them. The focus is on delivering high quality products as the company is debt free and able to run as it should, giving you the best products on the market. So you might be asking yourself, how do I make money by sharing essential oils? Well, it's as simple as this. Sample people, give products to people, teach them about the oils when they're excited to try them, and help them get enrolled in a wholesale membership. Then continue supporting them by helping them know more ways to use the oils and sharing with their family and friends. It's that simple. For me, when I'm talking to people, they say, oh, well, I'm having stomach pain this week. I'm really not feeling good. I'm not trying to pitch them product because I want to make money off of them. I'm pitching it because it can genuinely bless them and benefit them. And I have a friend who I've known for a long time. She's more like a family friend. And she was telling me she was having so many digestive issues. And I sat down with her and I just let her try some of my products. And she started using things like digestion and frankincense and a couple others. And her life is completely changed. She is feeling so much better. And she's not like signed up for the surgery she was thinking she was going to need, saving her money, which is amazing. So it's a fun process for me. And I'm going to go back. I've learned a lot about making friends while I'm doing it, because I'm talking to people, I'm meeting them, I'm engaging them, but I'm also helping them. If you've already enrolled people, or maybe you've started using the oils, you're already doing this. If you shared with your neighbor or your sister or your brother or anybody, you're already sharing the core activities of what we do here at doTERRA. So it helps us build a business, and more importantly, it helps us build pipelines for ourselves when we constantly are talking about how it's working for us. We're not just trading time for money, we're building relationships and we're educating our customers. and they just keep coming back for products they love because they know that they work. And you could be asleep and people are going online and purchasing products and you're making some money, which is pretty amazing. So you don't have to stay at your desk or wherever you do business, which really is your phone, I guess. But what, you don't have to stay anywhere to make money. You can just keep building those relationships, which is amazing. You can be taking care of your family or whatever it is. So it's really just about educating people, giving them confidence to use the oils, and even teaching others about them. So you can teach people how to teach people, which is great. So if you are interested or curious about income opportunities with doTERRA, you can see here that the first bracket is paying for your product. These are the things that we would do. We've got multiple products. We've got paying for your product. Excuse me. The allergies here are not bad for me, but just enough where I sometimes have that phlegm. All right, if you're aggressively building, this can take 3 to 6 months. Then as you decide you want to move beyond just paying for your product and building a second income, you can move into this bracket right here of supplementing your income. And then when you're really building your business, you move into those higher income brackets like silver. Yeah, like silver, gold, platinum, and beyond. And then these ranks, of course, will take more work as you're raising up other leaders who will also raise up awareness and wellness advocates and continue the process. But there's an amazing opportunity to make income depending on what interests you the most. For me, I started using the oils 13 years ago, and they've really impacted my life. I stopped really using a lot of over-the-counter medication. I didn't get into becoming a wellness advocate for a long time because everyone in my life was using oils, and I'm a bubbly person, but I'm not naturally going to go out and make a lot of friends with new random people. So I felt a little intimidated by that. I like being with people that I already know a lot, and I have to really work to make myself go meet new people. And so I felt like really overwhelmed by that. But over time, I just kept sharing with people, and I found that I needed to make this an official thing because I was already constantly telling people about oils for 13 years. So I kind of wish I'd started back then. I'd be like, I don't know, different place. But I'm really glad that I'm doing this now. And my husband has really bad allergies. So the reason we got into essential oils in the first place was when my husband moved to the United States, he realized he was really allergic to cats. And we were staying at a friend's house who had cats at their house, and we were sleeping in the room that the cat often would sleep. Like it was a bedroom that the cat usually slept in. Like I guess it was a spare room, so the cat usually slept there. And my friend had just started using doTERRA, and she actually took out a veg capsule and filled it with lemon, lavender, and peppermint. And he swallowed it, and he didn't have any symptoms for 24 hours. And he had been taking like all of the over the counter allergy medications, and nothing was really working for him. So it was a big deal whenever that completely got rid of his symptoms. And so that's when we first started using essential oils. And over time, we learned many, many ways to use them as I've shared here. It's been a lot. But then I just started sharing with friends and family and finding ways to help them. And this is the kind of business that you put the amount of time into it that you want based on your goals. And so some seasons you may have more time than others, but if you're thinking I don't have a lot of time, you really only need about 3 to 5 hours a week to be in this category right here of paying for your product. And so if you're wanting to supplement your income, you're looking at 10 to 15 hours a week. It's a little bit more involvement, but it's still, I mean, to supplement your income for 10 to 15 hours a week is really not a lot of time. So, and if you're looking to be in this replace and multiply, you're looking at a full-time job, like 30 to 40 hours a week. And it does ramp up, as you can see. It's not you just start at 30 hours a week, then you're all the way up here. You have to, really build up over time. but it's rewarding because you get to help people get natural solutions into their hands, into their homes and their communities. And I love that. And you get to really see what works for you. So, does anyone have any testimonies about what residual income means to you?
Yeah, I think it's been really encouraging to me. I was meeting with someone a while ago that was a yoga instructor, and we were talking about this topic, and I was like, okay, you teach classes, I teach classes, you instruct on yoga, I instruct on natural solutions. But I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, but what's amazing. And for her, I was talking to her about, being able to incorporate oils into her practice. Because I was like, listen, like there's going to be days that you're not going to be able to teach, whether it's you're on vacation or like your kids are sick or whatever. But I was like, but wouldn't it be amazing if you got paid anyway? So I was like, there's going to be a day when you retire and there's going to be a day that, you don't want to do that anymore or you're getting older or whatever. And so what I love is that it's like it's still like a service-based industry of like, I'm meeting needs, I'm teaching, I'm educating, but like when my husband almost chopped his arm off, and I didn't touch the business for a whole month. It's like, did my business skyrocket and soar in growth that month that I wasn't doing anything? It's like, not necessarily, but it didn't die and it didn't go away. And I still got paid. So that was amazing.
That's awesome.
I feel like that's the reason that people choose like salary based anything is to make sure that they're going to get paid no matter what. But I do feel
Mhm.
like this business is kind of like cracking the code of like, I work for myself. I'm an entrepreneur that picks my own hours, but also like the work that I put in keeps going. So.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't require you being there all the time. That's awesome. All right. So, could this work for me? If you're thinking, that sounds great, Kelsey, but I don't know if this works for me. Are you passionate about oils? Do you care about people? And can you follow a system and get things done? I think if you said yes to at least one or two of those, probably all three would be best, but then you could. So if that's something that you're interested in, what is the next step? Would be identifying what type of person you are. Know if you want to share or build with doTERRA, you can let us know. And we have a great system here to train and teach you and help you really get prepared to do those things with confidence. You can attend the Business Made Easy presentation. We've got, like I said, lots of trainings, lots of options for you to learn, opportunities. Um, yeah. So I think this really concludes our continuing education course. Does anyone have any questions or thoughts they want to ask about anything?
Yeah, okay, I'll go ahead and close down the recording, if I can find the button. And then we can, yeah, open it up for questions and chatting. But if you are watching live with us, I'm so glad that you joined us. And if you're watching us on the recording, don't forget to keep track of your secret words too. Go back and watch ones you missed or stick around for next week. We'll be glad to have you.